I'm Dara O'Brien. Happy Christmas and welcome to a special festive edition of Mock the Week. We'll be talking about the holidays as well as looking back at some of our favourite moments from the last series, along with bonus bits we've never shown before. Hope you enjoyed them. We start with a round called it This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Fred, which category would you like?
World news, please, Dara.
OK, your category is world news. The answer is 1/5. What's the question?
Is this what fraction of the Jackson 5 might miss the Christmas party?
Is it how much of the weekend can Andrew Flintoff remember?
Is it how much of French and Saunders is Saunders?
Is it what proportion of Enid Blyton's The Famous Five can lick their own testicles?
Is it England's only dwarf king was called Henry the what?
How much of a Boris Johnson speech is not, well, I say, gosh?
Is it how does Jamie Oliver pronounce one fish?
Is it how much of Wikipedia is true?
I'll tell you, on that... Actually, I won't mention that on telly.
What does it say about you?
Go on, what does it say about you?
No, go on.
It says, somebody's written, I was once kicked out of a zoo for punching a monkey, and then somebody underneath has put correction, he spanked the monkey.
That's hard.
I didn't do either.
In my bit on a trivia about me, it says I once aided the RSPCA in saving a goose from a tile shop. I don't remember the event. It's incredibly specific.
What's the point of Wikipedia if people just write it themselves? I think every Wikipedia entry should have to start with "I reckon."
Probably. Yeah.
Do you know
On
what?
the balance
Somebody
of
else. I've just remembered another. This is a creepy thing that somebody put on my Wikipedia. They said of me, he looks like the kind of straight bloke that would be quite good at gay sex. I'll be honest, when I read that, I did go get in. But he went on to say, but he looks like he'd cry afterwards. So there's part of me now that wants to find a gay man to test the theory. So if there's any out there, bring it.
I suspect there will be a few out there.
Yeah.
Probably about 1/5.
There you go.
What honour was the actor Nicolas Cage given this year?
Oh, Nicolas Cage, right? He's actually going to be able to turn the Christmas lights on in Bath.
This, by the way, aren't the lights in Bath. This is...
Apparently, what happened was...
Those are the lights in Dundee.
Somebody actually put a note through his door. He's got a house in Bath, and he's agreed to turn on the lights. I put a note through Cheryl Cole's door, and apparently that's a matter for the police.
Do you know what's really weird about this story?
Not only is it incredible that they've got Nicolas Cage to do it, but also there must have been an incredibly uneasy phone call to Barry Chuckle. Sorry, Barry, Nicolas Cage is doing it.
Well,
maybe they gave him a part in an action movie where he knocks out Vin Diesel by turning round quickly with a plank.
Do you know what's really awkward about this story? This is genuinely true. Until last week, I was doing it.
Really?
I was there. Yeah. And then from nowhere, Cage has just jumped. It's not funny. All my relatives like, do you want us to sort him out? No, I don't want you to sort him out. Because we'll go around there and mess him up. Don't mess him up.
Because you were originally up for the part in Face Off as well, weren't you?
And what's really funny about it is the lady that posted the letter through the door is the exact lady that went, oh, we'd love you to do it. You'd be great. And then I read in the paper without even telling me, the big Nicholas... You bitch.
About 10 years ago, I switched on the Christmas lights in Kidderminster.
Wow!
And because I've been rude.
Could be there are Christmas lights in Kidderminster.
Yeah.
Were you asked to do this?
Yeah, because we've been rude.
He's been again! We hit Bruce Willis!
We've been rude about Kidderminster on television. Got a letter from the Kidderminster Tourist Board or whatever saying, would you come and switch on the Christmas lights? So you think, oh, that'd be great, I'd love to do that. But you don't actually do it. Because what they do is they give you one of those enormous pretend switches right? And you have to kind of go like this on a balcony to a crowd below, and you kind of go, I'm going to press the thing now. And you press it, and as you press it, a bloke in a room behind turns on a switch. So you're not doing it.
So hang on a minute, so that bloke's going to be me. I'm going to be the
Yeah.
So you were asked to do it because you were rude about
Because I was
Kidderminster.
rude about Kidderminster. I also did a joke once about Wolverhampton and got invited on a tour of Wolverhampton.
I'm thinking bigger than that. If I slag off Jessica Alba, do I get a tour of Jessica Alba?
Well, apparently Bristol wanted to have Bruce Willis switching on their lights, but then they remembered that he tends to get into a lot of trouble around Christmas time.
Our next round is called Newsreel, replaying a recent piece of footage featuring people in the news and ask Hugh to suggest what might be being said. This week's clip features Gordon Brown.
Hello, happy Christmas, everybody. Just making sure everything's ready for the event tonight. Where am I sitting? That's it. Just here. No decorations, I see. That's good. I'm Scottish. I don't do joy. So, sitting in the middle here. That's right. Right next to the President of the United States. He's specially requested he sit next to me. So, when a barber comes in, if you could just make sure that he sits in that chair. Super glue him if you have to. That's good. What the hell is going on? I was meant to be sitting next to President Obama. I come in, somebody switched all the nameplates on, and now he's sitting next to that great, fat Scottish guy with a hairy arse. That is completely unbelievable. Testing. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. What? Anybody know what number comes next? No wonder the economy's in shite. So,
what would you like from the menu? I have 1,000 burritos, 3,000 nachos, and a pint of Tamiflu, please. Thank you.
So, let's get on with the main event. Let's get on with the first round of this, the annual G20 Leaders Christmas Quiz. Question set by Great Britain. In front of you should find a picture round and an anagram round. But to get things going, we'll do world news. So, on Boxing Day 1994, who did Raith Rovers beat? 3 goals to 2 at Starks Park. So, 3 goals to 2, Starks Park. Nice, easy one to start them off there. In the meantime, I think I'll just have a quick look round, see if anybody's written any more interesting speeches than I have. I think practically everybody. So, that's unbelievable. I just get off for a piss. I'm Gordon Brown, he's nicked my bloody seat again. Oh, what's going on? Good news. I've just told Manchester City to bid 300 million for Bobby Charlton. Yes, Mr. Putin, he did what? They voted for Norway in Eurovision. Leave it with me. Kill him.
Hey, Obama, when you come to Australia, don't think you're going to play with my didgeridoo.
So, go on, Brian. Tell him the joke. Go on, he would love to hear a joke. He loves jokes. OK, Obama, come here. Yes, you're lovely. I got this from a Christmas cracker. What happens when you eat Christmas decorations? Huh? You get tinselitis.
I don't believe it. He nicked my bloody chart. I was sitting there, he just come on, he nicked my bloody chart. It's unbelievable.
So that's the first round done. Now to the second round. This should be slightly easier. Economic news. Which Scotsman was single-handedly responsible for saving the world economic system? So, which Scotsman saved the world economic? Nice, easy question there. I think we'll get full marks for that one. Nice. Incidentally, Barack, I don't know what you're doing at Christmas, but you're quite welcome to join us at Oxford Boxley. We'll be doing charades, drinking lots of whiskey, and best of all, I'll be there. So,
oh my God, I'm so tired. I think I left Carla chained to the bed. I have to go and get her.
What am I doing in this footage?
So, Gordon Brown, what a great guy. Yeah, he's a great guy. That's my bit done. Could you get me out of here? Gordon is so dull. It says on this bit of paper I'm meant to be sitting next to an Indonesian guy. What happened to him? So that's the end of round 2. Now we come on to the famous picture round. In front of you, you'll find pictures of 8 Scottish Episcopalian cathedrals. I'd like you to put those in the correct geographical order, north to south. In the meantime, I'm going to go through the rounds, the scores of the previous round, and some very funny team names you've come up with, of course. Putin Polonium, currently on 2 points. Sarkozy, so easy, on 5. Nicolas normally likes to score more than that. Leading at the moment with 10, Great Britain and their team, Gordon must go. But to leave you, I'm going to tell you a Christmas joke. Why did Santa have to close his toy factory? Elf and safety. That's it. Oh, God.
Back at home, what has the Tory-controlled council in Barnet announced recently?
Basically, that Barnet Council have said that they want to try and streamline their services like a budget airline. And you think, well, that's a stupid idea, isn't it? Because let's face it, budget airlines most people regard as crap. You can basically go on Ryanair now, you're supposed to have to pay £1, aren't you, for the toilet. And you're thinking often you've only spent £1 for the actual flight itself. You'll be there having a dump thinking, this better be a good one. I could have got a return ticket for this.
You'd sort of be weighing it up, wouldn't you? Going, is this one worth £1? To be honest, this feels like it's going to do 20 quid's worth of damage. Let's go. The Tories, for being a market party, have never understood the market. So they think if something's successful and sells well, people love it. You know, they tolerate things. You know, I shit 3 times a day. I don't love it.
And we all have it. You know that's too many. That's too often.
I've been to Barnet. Of all the places, like, if you're going to do a no-frills government, at least do it somewhere that had frills in the first place. I mean, taking frills out of Barnet is like taking the charisma out of Milton Keynes.
I agree. I grew up in Barnet.
Council has frills, did he?
No.
I mean, street cleaning in Glasgow involves sprinkling gravy granules in front of a homeless guy on a leash.
Of all weeks, this week where there's been a bank holiday in England would be a very good week, because I would imagine up and down the streets of England there have been millions and millions of bins left out for 24 hours because people forgot, because it was a bank holiday, that the bins would be collected a day later. I don't know if you drove to any street at night, there are loads of bins out that people forgot, because we're stupid, and frankly we pay money so that you'll do it, so that I don't have to worry about that, and the bin fairies will come along and make the rubbish go away.
Can I check something? Are you only supposed to put your bins out, what, on a certain day or something?
Yeah, that is the way it works. You're not supposed to leave the bins out and after every meal walk out with a plate and just scoop them into the day.
Well, there you go, that's what a maverick I am. I'm having 3 shits a day and I'm putting my bins out whenever I want. Nobody stop me.
And have you noticed that, like, people in your street are getting more and more hostile with you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was my appearances on this.
They're probably quite charmed by that. But the fact that you just pile up household effluence...
What if the time that I'm supposed to put my bin out, I'm having one of my 3 long shits?
Where are you having long?
It's not like a mail train where, like, you have to hold your bin out at exactly the right moment. And
There's nothing in there that's of any use to anybody.
It's not the utility of your rubbish.
You two, simmer down. Look at this.
Every night after we record this show, I have to go and do the fucking bins, right? I go home and not only do I have to do the bins, I have to separate everything I've used into every component part. Hounslow Council have given me... It's just driving me off the wall, right? Do you know about it? They give me a bag. They give me a bag. Every 2 weeks, I have to fill a bag with garden waste.
Oh, not garden
I have to go to parks and collect leaves and put it in the bag.
There's no reason you shouldn't put your bins out whatever day you like, because you're enormous. If I was you, I'd just pour everything out the top floor window, and when someone turned up to complain, I'd say, yeah, what about it? I look like I was created in a science accident.
Why was it difficult to buy Christmas cards this year? Don't do this. Don't do this. This is topical, hot topical for now, mid-December. It's very exciting that we discuss this topic right now.
Did someone not leave a note in a shop?
You're up there, I'm going to ask a question. So why was it difficult to buy Christmas cards this year?
Because Santa's turned really evil, Dara.
No, it's not because Santa's turned really
Well,
evil.
you say that,
Evil,
but
he's turned sensual. He's become the sensual Santa.
No, genuinely, go on. Why? Sorry, what?
It's because Santa's been behaving like
It's nothing to do with Santa. It's nothing to do with Santa.
Well, this is to do with
dressed
Christmas.
from the top up. He's sensual. He's got the oils.
There's no erotic Santa action here.
If I was an old man with a beard and I looked a little bit like Santa, come Christmas time, I'd just be walking around shops going, "Here, you've been a naughty boy." Obviously to kids, not to men.
Yeah, that was a bit wrong.
Kids doesn't make it
you said
better.
it to me and I got slightly scared.
My favourite thing about Christmas, though, has to be the parlour games that you play. We always play a game in our house. We play Celebrity, you know, the thing where you put the names of everyone writes the names of loads of celebrities and you put them in a bowl and you got to pull them out and you got to describe them to your team. You know what I'm talking about? And we were playing that once in our house one Christmas, and my auntie pulled out Steve Jobs, the head of Apple, which gives you a window into what my family are like, that Steve Jobs, the head of Apple, is considered a celebrity. And she didn't know who Steve Jobs was because she's only married into the family. She's not as big a nerd as the rest of us. And so she says, first name is the McQueen, who was in The Great Escape. So we all go, Steve. And then she goes, the surname is... And she points at her husband, my uncle, who was made redundant in the recession. And when his surname is, you've not got one of these anymore. Which, funny in itself, as funny as that was, what was even funnier was my ma, who was right at the end of the row, and at the angle she was at, thought that my auntie was pointing at my dad. And my ma went, Steve Prostate. That pretty much did us for the rest of the night, that is.
Our next round is a festive Between the Lines and features Hugh and Russell. Would you make your way to the press pit, please? Russell delivers a speech in the guise of a lead. The cushion, that was your cushion, wasn't it, that you nicked? Yeah.
Oh, that was really horrible.
By contrast...
Touch your cramp.
Oh, madness occurs in the compilation.
It's Christmas. We're having a laugh at Christmas.
Oh, it's gas, isn't it? Oh, I hope you're having a good Christmas.
Watching this, you
don't
loser.
Look at them whenever you do to be right. We're having a laugh. I hope you are too. I'm here with my loved ones. Maybe you are too. The next round is Between the Lines. It features Hugh and Russell. Would you make your way to the press pit, please? Russell delivers a speech in the guise of a leading figure in the world stage, while you, his name isn't you. You, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Can't believe you flinched then. I wasn't going to hurt you.
You could have. Hugh and Russell, would you make your way to the press pit, please? Russell delivers a speech in the guise of a leading figure in the world stage, while Hugh translates what they really mean. This week, Russell is Prince Charles.
My loyal subjects.
I know. One can dream.
My mother asked me to give the Christmas speech this year.
I think that's what she said, but the pillow was muffling her voice.
I'm going to talk about the things that really matter to the British people.
Architecture, polo, and cars that run on cheese.
Season's greetings from Sandringham. The royal family always feel at home in Norfolk.
We're poorly educated inbreds. We enjoy torturing animals.
Yesterday we played golf all afternoon. Andrew shot 2 birdies and an albatross.
And my father shot a fox, 2 dogs, and a teenage criminal from King's Lynn.
I've come up with an exciting new initiative.
These aren't just biscuits. These are Dutchy original biscuits.
Speaking of which, we still need to work on our ginger nuts.
Prince Harry, as we call him.
It's really wonderful to see... Sorry, wrong voice. Let's do it again. Merry Christmas.
Is that your Nick Griffin impression?
It's really wonderful to see the kind of man William has grown into.
A toothy, bald man.
Wills has the charisma, charm, and media skills that made his mother an icon.
And Harry has the personality, courage, and ginger hair that made his father a major in the British Army.
My father is 89, and I can assure you his health is as rude as ever.
Only this morning he said, "Merry Christmas, you jug-eared tit."
Well done, Hugh and Russell. In other news, who's in line for Christmas #1?
This is the Pope. The Pope is going to be releasing a record.
Somebody from Geffen Records, who are his record company, said the Pope has got almost a lullaby tone to the way he sings.
Schlieffen, Kinder! Schlieffen! Schlieffen!
Oh, the Santa Claus, Nick's coming!
Schlieffen!
The thing is, it's going to be a very popular record, though, isn't it? It's not just going to be Christians who are going to want to buy it. Everybody is going to want to buy it because those who aren't Christians are going to want to play it backwards to see if there's a different message inside.
Wouldn't that be great? Just meet me by the bins, meet me by the bins, yeah. Meet me by the bins, meet me by the bins. Oh, meet me by the bins. I'm buying it.
And I think you should record that. That's actually quite good.
In fact, let's do that. Let's rival him. Let's do a Mock the Week Christmas song and see if we can't get it to number one.
And will the lyrics have to be "Meet me by the bins, meet me by the bins"? Meet me by the bins?
We can put that in the video.
Guys, what are we doing making a Christmas album when we could clean up with a calendar? October! Is that Darryl loading hay bales in October?
What is going on?
Oh my God!
You don't
What are you doing?
Don't give up the nipple.
No.
You don't show the nipple. That's the juice. You got to hold that back.
I'll let you in a secret. I've got 2.
God, this is the happiest Christmas ever.
You have no idea how often we see these.
Scaramanga is amongst us.
How fat were your nipples? They're incredible. The size of them.
My nipples are...
Are we supposed to be insecure about our nipples now?
Whose fingers you're looking at?
Oh, do it some more, do it some more. Anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise. Oh, yeah.
January, bitches.
We're giving you 1 month just as a bit of a teaser here, and the other ones you have to buy, I'm afraid. We're kind of getting you addicted to the heroin with his nipples, and then we're withholding the gravy from there on in. Yeah. Why, where will you be? Will you be, like, you know, sitting behind a piano or something? Or maybe, you know, what?
I'll be on top of the piano like the Fabulous Baker Boys.
Where will you be, Dara? That's what you call your testicles? I see Dara as a sort of a farm hand. Just logs everywhere,
Rustic.
just loads of girls going...
Yeah.
Or it could be very artistic. It could be like Munch's The Scream, and it's just you completely naked.
Yeah. I like this album.
Thank you very, very much. In a kind of is that my cock out? Oh! Here, on a bridge in Norway.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Now we come to our final quickfire round called Scenes We'd Like to See. This is for everyone, so if you can make your way to the performance area, please. I caught ideas for scenarios we'd love to see, and performers come in with their suggestions. OK, here we go. The first subject is rejected questions from this year's exams.
What colour does a Smurf go when we choke it?
Translate the following into German. 2 world wars and 1 World Cup. Doodah, doodah.
How many pepperami big boys could you feed to Victoria Beckham through a tube before she became visible to the human eye?
What is the name of the force that pulls objects towards the centre of the Earth? Is it A, gravity, or B, magic?
Katie Price is supposedly worth £8.5 million and has got a thriving TV career. Explain.
If George Michael leaves at 8 o'clock for a 5-mile drive, when does he crash?
There are 6 lines of equal length. How long will Kerry Katona be in the bathroom?
If a train is going at 70 miles per hour, how surprised would you be?
What is amnesia? Is it A, memory loss, A, memory loss, or 4, the Battle of Hastings?
If Sally buys 3 oranges and 2 apples, how far south of Scotland is she?
Discuss the idea that Willy Wonka was a paedophile.
What is amnesia? Is it A, memory loss?
Draw a diagram of the male genitalia. Please use the tracing paper provided.
What are most Canadians renowned for saying? A.
English. Is standards declining?
Hitler, Pol Pot, Genghis Khan. Shag, marry or kill.
There's a wedding where Jane invites 20 guests and her partner Helen invites 40 guests. How angry is God?
The next topic is unlikely things to hear at Christmas.
In the current financial market, a dog is not just for Christmas, it's for Christmas dinner.
Dear Santa, thank you very much for my Super Soaker 500. I'm now the best armed British soldier in Afghanistan.
Bad news, I'm afraid. Santa didn't realise it was an eco house and he's been sliced to pieces by the wind turbine.
Have you been a naughty boy this year, Tommy? Would you like to be? I've got money.
Well, it seems ironic, really, doesn't it? We buy a non-drop Christmas tree and then this happens to Grandad.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me chlamydia.
A grain of rice for Christmas. Thanks. Thanks, Uncle Ben.
Now we are all familiar with Grandma's charade of Basic Instinct. Shall we turn the TV back on?
Why is your nose so red, Rudolph?
Because I'm an alcoholic.
You'd have thought the retail sector would have found some way to monetize this festival.
Baby Jack, we didn't know whether to get you a toy or a pet, so we've compromised and bought you a rattlesnake.
Hey, great! New socks! I'm off for a wank.
I remember when I stopped believing in Father Christmas. The year he abused me.
Mum! I was hiding in a sock and Andy did something weird.
Daddy, I ripped up one of my presents too quickly, and it was a puppy.
I discovered last night that your father has been having an affair. One of the chipolatas might taste a little bit strange.
Last night, Santa emptied his sack in our room. Which is why I'm leaving your mother.
This Christmas, I've decided to keep my Christmas broadcast short and sweet. Piss off.